She had it. Dominique's doing experimental stuff with her hair.
You ready?
Yes. Foul ball hits young girl. Oh.
She's a little girl. Okay, that's sad. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our after show for Amazing Race season 31, episode 7. Sorry, I was looking at this poor girl got hit by a ball. Definitely a heights-oriented episode.
Yes, a lot of heights.
So I'm Zach.
I'm Andrew. We are the Nuts the Drunk Watch. And now our talk begins. I didn't refill. Oh well, I got eyes.
So how should we? So we're leaving Africa.
Leaving Africa,
going north
to Europe,
the Swiss Alps.
The hills are alive.
Eventually, they get to Switzerland. Yeah, because it's on the other side is Austria.
They go over the Alps. Yeah. That's what they do.
That's how I know geography through musical theater.
They escape through Switzerland.
Yes, they escape through Switzerland after Ralph blows the whistle. Quite literally.
That is not historically accurate.
Whistles?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the Von Trapp family escaping over the Alps.
Yes. No. So, but
we took a train to Italy.
We are in the Alps, and there's lots of jumping off of cliffs in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
This is not an episode I would succeed in. I don't like falling. I don't mind heights if I feel secure, if I feel stable. But I don't like the sensation of falling.
But before they got to Switzerland,
okay,
we had the whole drama.
Oh, we had yes.
Or maybe was it right before they got on the train?
No, it was before they got on the train.
So they got to Switzerland, but had time.
No. This was in Africa. They were still in. They hadn't gotten on the plane yet.
Okay, so it was all in Africa.
Yes.
Rachel and Alyssa had beers with Team Fantastic.
Yes.
And the Afghanimals.
Yes.
And they thought they were being all like chummy, making an alliance to go after Victor and what's her face? Victor and Nicole.
Was that the plan?
Well, they're talking about teams that they would U-turn, and there was a team that Alyssa and Rachel liked for U-turning, but then they said, "Oh, Victor and Nicole are really strong too."
No, they didn't say that. Fantastic said that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I mean, but yeah, Fantastic said it.
Right.
In their group.
Right.
And Rachel and Alyssa are like, oh, they're Big Brother people. We're together with the Big Brother people. And so then they went to tell...
Well, so they were playing double agent at the table.
Yes.
Because they had already made an alliance
which was very Survivor,
Richard
actually.
And Nicole.
It's a very Survivor tactic. Like, if you're on a reward with people, and you're not necessarily with your... alliance members, you play along and go, oh, yeah, good plan.
Well, I mean, I don't fault them for that.
Yeah.
But the fault comes in the next step is when they just fucked it up.
Because they're idiots.
And if you can't play double agent and you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth, you shouldn't try to do it. Because clearly Richard is able to see through... I'm sure no one trusts them completely.
No.
Full, face value.
I just don't understand why they had to, pretend like they didn't know who said it.
Well, that's what I got So, anyways, they got on the train, and they pulled Nicole and Richard...
Victor.
Nicole and Victor to the side and said, by the way, we think we overheard something might have been said.
Everyone was hanging out having beers.
And I just said we heard something behind
their backs.
That they mentioned
They might want to U-turn you.
And they mentioned a U-turn. I'm not really sure about the details. So that was total bullshit. So, why didn't they just say, hey, heads up?
Because even if you're working both sides, like they do in Big Brother all the time, they work both sides of the house, you still have a primary side and a secondary side. And you would think the way that they were talking about it in their confessionals, that Nicole and Victor would be the primary. And your primary, you tell everything.
Right, they seem like the
and
first
the secondary, you backpedal and try to hide.
What did they have to gain by not telling them the whole truth?
So that's coming to say that you had Team Fantastic and the Afghanimals were talking about U-turning you. Boom. Done.
Period. Walk away.
Not we're not sure, because I think I would imagine they were trying to fake not knowing who said it.
So not to pin somebody.
Victor and Nicole from just going out and said, okay, So they just told us, you're going to try to U-turn us. We're on to you. Because then they would have been outed.
Okay, now I see what you're saying.
So I think they were trying, by being vague about it, they probably figured, well, they don't know who to confront, so they won't confront anyone.
Right.
And so they'll still be kind of friends with Team B, but friends with Team A.
But then Rachel just shit all over that idea.
Rachel was just like a mess, and they were like, "Fuck you, Rachel," and then they went and confronted everyone about it, and and everyone was like, and then they were like, "But of course," and then there was no U-turn.
But the topic came up. Well, there is going to be the next episode.
Yeah.
So the topic came up because it was just like they're just having a bargument. That's what I call it. So you're at the bar, you're like, what happened? Superman and Batman. Who would win? We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, whatever. So they thought, well, if there's a U-turn, who should we... Let's just talk it, whatever.
Yeah.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
It wasn't I don't think it was a plan.
Right.
I don't think it was a for sure plan.
I mean, other than that, like, Rachel and Alyssa, who in their confessional said, oh, we're friends with Big Brother.
Yes, that was, yeah.
But at the bar, they were just like, yeah, they're playing along. That's what you do.
Yeah. But I don't think Fantastic or Afghanimals were plotting. I think it was just there may be a U-turn. Who would tossing ideas around?
They were. They were saying if there's a U-turn, these are like our top two teams.
Okay.
That we think are strong.
Right.
That should be U-turned to try to get ahead of them.
Which is nothing wrong. That's a game.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. You all know at some point you could be U-turned.
Right. Now, see, this is the thing that's bugged me because it's finally beginning to kind of not happen. But when they first introduced the U-turn, people would freak out about it, and they would say how unfair it was. I'm like, it's the game.
It's the game.
It's the game. It's part of the game.
And it probably means
you got to get there first, or you're going to be U-turn, and then you're going to have to do both tasks, and you're going to bust your butt, and you're still going to try to beat people. And like people are just just saying, oh, you can't do that. We can't U-turn people. But I mean, so yeah, if you're comfortable with your position, you're in the, especially when there's like two packs. If you're in the front pack,
right,
you tend to not U-turn people because it does piss people off.
Right.
But when the people who get pissed off go like, I can't believe you U-turned it. That's so unfair. It's like, no, that's the strategy.
They put it up. They asked me a question.
Anyway, but they finally over the last couple of years, people have stopped doing that as much. But it's just crazy.
So they double talked poorly.
Pissed
everybody off. It looked like not everybody has wind of these sisters are just shit.
Yeah. Well, I think Chris and Brett probably don't give a shit. One way or the other.
Well,
yeah.
They at least know that.
They know
we're not going to trust these women.
Yeah. They know not to.
Because they said it on. They're like, we don't trust them. So I'm interested to knowing what's coming up next week. I'm interested to see how this all plays out. I think I know what's going to happen because Rachel looked real pissed.
Yeah, Rachel and Alyssa are in trouble.
They're in trouble. Well, it's just but again, like you said, it's just the U-turn.
Yes.
They're not eliminated, so they can do the task.
But what's interesting
quickly.
Though, when we come back to it. So going through the episode,
okay, keep going. Yeah.
There is no U-turn.
There is no U-turn.
And they go up the funicula, or they go through the ropes course.
Yeah.
And then they race to the church.
Yep.
And it's a non-elimination round.
So this is the second one this season.
This is at least the second one, and it was like just 2 episodes ago that they did it. So these were real close.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna have this U-turn vote next episode, what's gonna be interesting is that you're gonna have someone U-turned, and you're gonna have the speed bump for Victor and Nicole. So they're gonna have a second task. The U-turn person is gonna have to do unless it's a double. Well, and this might be because of the vote. It may be a single U-turn. A double U-turn. It's not always a double U-turn.
Okay, so sometimes
the last one was a double U-turn.
One team has.
Sometimes it's just the one team. And you can guarantee that they're not going to do back-to-back non-elimination rounds. I mean, unless they've got hours to fill, and we haven't been.
So
keeping
next
count.
week is a tough leg.
So someone's going home next week.
It may be Nicole and Victor and Rachel and sister head to head.
It could be, depending on because sometimes those speed bumps are really crap. I mean, they can be really crappy, and I mean I've seen a couple of speed bumps in the past where I feel like, how can they come back from a speed bump like that?
The hang in the laundry.
Well, the hang in the laundry was pretty
super.
tame.
Yeah, that was super.
I mean, it was task heavy. Boom, boom. You do it. You keep going. It slowed you down a little bit.
Right.
I've seen some speed bumps that you're just like, it seemed really hard for something that's supposed to just
slow you
back a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I think Woo Girls have it coming.
Rachel and Alyssa are big.
There is a target on
I cannot
their
imagine
back.
It would be unanimous. Rachel and Alyssa.
Done.
U-turn.
Everybody vote. Yeah. They really shit this stick.
Well, because the other thing, too, is like, how are they going to vote? Is it going to say it? Is it going to write it down?
Andrew.
Is it going to be...
This is reality. They're going to say it out loud.
Well, but how are they going to... do they, do an order so people can... or do they all write it down and reveal them at once?
It's going to be... It's going to be... Yeah, they're going to... They're going to know.
Phil was at a freaking podium.
Yeah, they're going to know. They're going to know. Everybody put them... Yeah. Well, they deserve... They're getting what they deserve.
Yeah.
They put themselves in this boat. I don't feel bad for them.
Can you not interrupt me?
Gosh, she is crazy. She's losing it. It's...
And
you can see the crumble.
The pressure's on because she needs to finish this leg so that she can be the queen.
It's not going to happen.
Of legs.
It's not going to happen.
Right now, she's tied with 2 other teams in the history of the Amazing Race.
You know it's not going to happen. A good story producer put all this in there and be like, "Oh, by the way, did you know? Because you're not going to make it to the next leg."
Well, except for the thing is they put the story in. They have to put it on as they go. So it's not like they went back and said, "Oh, let's set this up because Rachel."
If you're smart, you throw everything in there and then you just edit it out.
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose if it wasn't a big deal, they could have edited around it.
But they made it a big
deal out of it.
Phil made it a big deal.
Well, but Rachel was making a big deal out of it. So I guess they're like, okay, Rachel wants to make a big deal out of this. Let's go ahead and play it up. Rachel, you've hit a Amazing Race milestone.
Oh, man.
But they've done that in the past, so they do that. They do that all the time.
But there's ways to do this U-turn vote, they can make that up on the fly, right? That seems like something they can so there's this drama between Rachel and whatever. Let's do a vote instead of just doing
No, I'm sure all that stuff has been planned.
You think so?
Yeah, I can't. Because they don't. Well, I mean, who knows how much time? But I mean, they've got now with something like a vote. Maybe
that's low production, right?
Someone in production could say, "Take the board down. We're going to stop everything and do this and cause drama." But they probably did that at a conference room as they mapped out the whole season.
For sure, yeah, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't think someone's saying when they get to Scotland, we're going to have them. They're like, "Oh, let's have them vote."
I mean, there has to be contingencies of causing drama because you don't want to be flat. Because this vote is going to cause drama, regardless of who gets it.
Mm-hmm.
But as a story producer, I mean, this is perfect. Everyone hates this team.
Well, and I would imagine, watching some of the stuff, of course, being a big fan of Big Brother and The Survivor.
Right.
And if Audie were here. I should at least be because she's not a Patreon person, is she?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, then is she here?
No.
Who are the 2 people who watch
I don't know. I think one's a robot.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
hi robot.
Hey robot, if you give us $1, is that I really felt like some of the tasks have been kind of geared towards the other games, like the drum thing.
Right.
Was very Big Brother-esque.
Okay.
And this vote seems very reminiscent of the Big Brother of the Survivor auction that they would do, where you're bidding you're given money to bid with, and you can bid for rewards for food.
Got you.
Or for advantages.
Right.
And the whole strategy, of course, is then waiting to see, like, I'm going to save all my money. And
so they don't know what's up for auction.
Right. So sometimes they go, look, it's a pizza. And someone buys the pizza and gets to eat it. Or sometimes it's covered. But the thing is what you're waiting for, depending on who you are, is an advantage. Anyway,
right.
That's Survivor. But the auction seems very similar to this vote thing. The way Phil was at the podium and seemed very much like... So that seems like a very Survivor... Like, they sat down and said, what can we do that's more Big Brother-like or more Survivor-like to kind of play to the skill sets of our other...
Well, I think whatever they did, it's definitely going to ramp up the drama for the next episode.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That is for sure. So Corey and Tyler won this leg. They won 2 legs in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They got a massage this time and $10,000 last time.
Yeah.
Is it a $10,000?
No, I thought they got Singapore. They got a trip to Singapore last time.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh. That's still better than a massage.
Well, yeah, but I think as a racer, to have like a real like
instant gratification
and it rejuvenates you. You get good rest. You get to sit probably in a hot tub.
Okay. All right.
You know, you're like recharged.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. I mean, good for them. They're in it, right? They're in it to win it. I just don't know how I feel about this non-elimination thing.
Well, I mean, they do that because they to stretch out.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I want Woo Girls. They should have gone when they came in last.
Well, and of course, another thing they haven't done yet, which might be interesting, which could be an interesting thing if they do it this next time. Another thing that they do very often is not that it's a non-elimination, but when they think they're getting to Phil and the end of the leg, they're only halfway through. And so the leg actually is so they don't get a night off.
So it's 2 episodes long?
It's 2 episodes long because they show up at the end, and instead of saying, you're here first, here's your prize, go sleep for 12 hours, they say, you're still racing.
Get on the train, go.
And get on the train and go. Yeah.
That's morale killing. That's what that would be. That's kill my morale.
I mean, it's like a non-elimination round, except for you don't get your 12-hour break. You just go.
Ooh. But you're not eliminated if you get there last.
You're not eliminated, but of course, everyone just kept going when they got there, so no matter how spread out you are.
Eek. I don't know how I feel about that.
They haven't done that yet.
Okay,
so.
I haven't seen that. That's rough. So they're staying in Switzerland for the next episode. At least for the looks like
yeah,
the
I guess so. Yeah.
So they may be doing something. Maybe I guess they're going to tour Europe because they're in Central Europe, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in Central Europe. They could go to another European country. They go to England a lot because and there's 7? How many teams are left?
6.
6.
I think it's 6.
Afghanimals were 4th, and then.
Yeah, there's 6.
No, 5. There's 7 teams.
7?
Because the Afghanimals were 4th, and then there was Brett and Chris, Rachel, Alyssa,
okay,
and then Victor, and there were 3 more teams.
Why is Rachel and Alyssa at the mat for every elimination?
So if there's 7 teams left, there's still at least 1, 2, 3, probably 5 more episodes. Because they usually get, sometimes it's 4, but they usually get down to 3.
Okay.
For the
final.
For the final.
That's rough. So you can make it to the finish. The last episode is 3 teams.
See, that's it. So everyone can be all happy about being 2nd, 3rd, 4th, because it's all good until the end. Then first is the only thing that matters.
Ooh.
I mean, you want to be first for the prestige, for the little prize, but as long as you're not last, it's fine until the last leg. Then you can't be last. You can't be second.
Can't be second.
Can't be second.
Second place is first place loser.
First place lose.
Ugh.
As Tanya Harding's mother would say.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad said that to me too. It's rough.
Second place is first one to lose.
Yep. That's true. It was true. Well, yeah, if you're doing a race like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I mean, there used to be a runner-up prize, but it wasn't $500,000. It wasn't something they talk about if they still have it.
So they did Africa. Now they're in Europe. Are they going to end up in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah. Usually the last leg it brings them back to the United States, and they're running around
Kansas?
New York or Boston. It's usually a big city.
Okay.
City that has taxis.
Okay.
They usually get screwed by taxis.
Okay, so that's why.
They're not going to end up in,
Spokane.
Spokane. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a Midwestern town that isn't big.
Rapid City. What was it? Rapper Falls?
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids.
But,
Hi, Grand Rapids, though. No offense.
Yeah, I can see them going to Chicago, but they've been to New York a lot, San Francisco, L.A. They haven't been to Houston.
Huh.
We have taxis in Houston.
We have traffic. Man, you'll get stuck.
Yeah, you'll get stuck.
You'll be an hour away.
You'll get stuck, and you'll be wondering why there's not a helipad across from the...
You'll be
that takes you from the Astrodome to the convention center.
You'll be an hour away going down a mile.
That'll be an amazing race.
That's an amazing race. I live every day. All right, is that the episode?
I guess that's the episode.
That's everything.
No chatting from our one friend.
Nobody from the robot. Nothing coming from the robot. That was a fun episode. Lots of falling. Lots of beautiful Swiss Alps.
Beautiful Switzerland.
Are they still the Alps? There's no sno?
I don't know.
They never confirmed that.
They never answered Rachel's question.
They never confirmed or denied the answer to that question.
Yeah.
It's just a cliffhanger.
What would you call that mountain range?
Nalps?
If it had a different name for no snow.
Nalps? Alps and I don't know.
Alps? What's... If Alps are mountains with snow, what's mountains without snow? Serengeti? No, that's a desert.
I have no idea what she was talking about.
The Appalachians?
I think the pilot was just like, I'm not...
Yeah. he probably was like, I didn't hear that right.
I don't speak English. I don't speak English. Keep driving. Oh, Brie Larson. All right, I'm ready.
All right, so we're in the Nights of Drunk Watch.
And now our talk is ended. We'll see you next time.
On YouTube.
Bye.
Oh, I've been meaning to check those as we go to see if anyone